What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another Appreciating Comic Book Art video. And we're going to take a look into Dan Jurgens, specifically Justice League 69. Now, there was a lot of stuff. I've been wanting to cover Dan's work for a long time. He's been a long time one of my favorite artists. And I know he's not a guy that I mention a lot because, I talk about the Image guys, because they had a giant influence on me in my youth. But Jurgens was one of those guys. He was just a very, very talented, very dynamic, very steady artist. And one of the reasons why I never really got into DC, I didn't really like a lot of DC's art. Jurgens excluded, and a handful of other guys that kind of attracted me to their books. But for the most part, I grew up a Marvel fan. And then when I broke away from Marvel, I was still a Marvel fan, but I was a heavy Image fan, and you couldn't pry me away from Image for most of the 90s. But I thought about looking at the Death of Superman that Jurgens wrote or drew. I think he wrote that too, where it was all splash pages, just an excellent example of storytelling in that. And I still might do that, but I settled on this book because I remember when the Death of Superman storyline came out. It was very exciting. And this was one of those books, Justice League 69, that if you didn't buy it when it came out, you could not find it. And for a long time, this sat in the local comic book stores with, $40, $50, $60, $70 price tags on it just to buy. It was insane. So we're going to jump into this. But before we do, if you like this channel, you like the content, you like this video, please subscribe, hit the like button, and hit that bell for notifications, and share us with your friends and family, because we're going to have a hell of a good time. All right, we are going to jump into this now, and we are going to get rolling. So let's go full screen, and let's do it. First off, great cover. When you got a character like Doomsday, who was, now we all know who Doomsday is, and, they could have used his character a lot better over the years from when they really established him as a juggernaut, kind of this unstoppable force that he was in the 90s. And this was probably the best representation of him. And especially when you get to the Justice League, when he just demolishes and runs through this team like it's nothing on his way to confronting Superman, or the big showdown with him and Superman that would result in both of their deaths. So just a brand new character like this, awesome design. We even haven't even seen the full design yet, but just him kind of breaking out of his green jumpsuit there and just showing him just decimating Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, Guy Gardner. It's just awesome cover. It's one of those covers that I'll always love. So we're gonna jump into this. Dan Jurgens story and art. Finished art, basically inker by Rick Burchett. I think that's how you pronounce it. I could be wrong. Correct me in the comments. I need correction on these videos for sure. But awesome. Just there was a point in time where Guy Gardner was one of my favorite characters. I don't know why, but when you're a kid and you just kind of attach yourself to different comic book characters, there's just something about his kind of punk attitude, he doesn't give a fuck kind of style, the yellow ring, and just stuff like this. This is a very dynamic page. He's just kind of nonchalantly putting the stuff out. It was just kind of his character. But I love the layout here. Just kind of, we get into the Justice League, basically just rescuing people like they always do. The day in the life of the Justice League. You got Superman here on a TV show, being Superman, but just this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do a Superman, and I will do a Superman video with Dan Jurgens, because in my opinion, he is my favorite Superman artist, bar none, hands down. And I know a lot of the guys have drawn him great, like John Burns, Jim Lee obviously has done a great version of Superman, and so on and so forth. But Dan Jurgens, for some reason, that's the way Superman should look right there. That's just it. Nobody can convince me otherwise. Great version. Some awesome storytelling here with the different elements of Doomsday as he's getting rolling. And if you have the graphic, or not the graphic novel, but yeah, the trade paperback of this, and you can just read all the issues from start to finish. It was a hell of a story. I mean, they did a great job. I mean, here they are having to compete with Image, they have to compete with Marvel, and they're breaking Batman's back and they're killing Superman. But both stories were very well done. I would say the bigger impact was definitely the death of Superman and this brand new character, Doomsday. And it's just that slow burn of Doomsday just kind of wrecking havoc as he's going before he reaches the heroes and then just decimates everybody. Um, awesome scene right there. Great facial expressions. Again, I think I covered a video not too long ago. Who was it? I can't remember right now. I've done too many of these videos lately, but Jurgens is great at doing expressions, um, horror, shock, all that kind of stuff. He's just great at doing it. Different angles too. I mean, dynamic shot right there. Just too good. Dude is so good. I would love to get him on the Ott and Stuff show one day. In fact, I talked to him once, and he was lukewarm to coming on the show. Never said no, never said yes. He said, think about it. I'm gonna have to touch base with him again because I would love to talk about his career. Absolutely loved this panel when I was a kid. Just a lot of power, just a devastation in that shot, and that for one, just showing you how strong that Doomsday character is with his left hand, one hand tied behind his back, just destroying an entire lane of traffic coming at him. I mean, you want to talk about crazy. And here you go, the first encounter with anybody of any kind of significance, and he just decimates Guy Gardner in a most brutal way. I mean, I remember reading these books when he finally does get to the superheroes and starts fighting them, and he's stomping on heads. He's crushing people. He's throwing people through buildings, and it's not just like this normal fight. It's just like boom, 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 boom. He's out, done. It's that's the way you introduce a new bad guy. Same thing here. It takes a punch, boom, just all through this. And he's on fire. This book brings back some memories. This is one of the books I read over and over again. Oh yeah, poor Blue Beetle. I almost forgot. He just gets. I mean, that would have made this book better. And I know they didn't want to take away from the death of Superman, but if he had actually killed Blue Beetle or killed one of the Justice League members in this fight, you could have added even more of a menacing aspect to this character with just one more death. But you wanted to reserve the death for Superman, and I got it. But Blue Beetle is just, look at that, smash head, smash head, smash head, and it's just over that quickly. Just tosses him up like he's nothing. Yeah, this shot right here, just the sequence of him going up and coming down. It's masterful. This book brings back so much memories. And this isn't even the best fight. It was when the next issue is, I think it's either Superman or Adventures of Superman, but Jurgens draws it as well. When you actually get the first encounter with Superman and Doomsday, is really great too. But this is an awesome cliffhanger. You get to right here, and I mean, what better shot can you get? You're just hovering in the air because you're fucking Superman, man. And this is the way Superman should look. I mean, you want to talk about more of a heroic pose, and he's about to investigate something, about to get into something he knows nothing about when he's going to run into Doomsday, but he doesn't care. I mean, that's why he's the number one superhero. He's the first superhero. And don't get me wrong, I'm a fan of a lot of other superheroes that I would rank above him if you asked me who my favorite heroes were. But when it always comes back to Superman, Superman is the number one, the first hero, the ultimate Boy Scout. I mean, that is the iconic character. I will always love Superman, and I will always love Dan Jurgens' art for what he's done. Not only Superman, but Justice League. He did a Sensational Spider-Man. He's just been all over the place, and he's a phenomenal writer as well. The dude can do it all. So if you haven't in a while, re-immerse yourself into the Death of Superman storyline and really appreciate Dan Jurgens' art, because he drew multiple issues of that story, including the final story in Superman with this iconic cover, and we're going to cover that. We're definitely going to go through that because that is just such a beautiful book, beautifully drawn book, all splash pages, double splash pages. And to carry an entire issue like that and to keep it compelling and dramatic, especially the way they end it, is that's something that people should study. And that's a book that should always be held in maybe somebody's top 5 books of all time, in my personal opinion. So, all right, guys, thank you for joining me. And if you like this channel, please subscribe. Like I said earlier, hit that like button, hit the bell for notifications. Check me out on Friday nights at 8:30 on the Ott and Stuff channel for Ott and Stuff with my co-host Sean Arendt, as we talk with indie creators, professional pencilers, artists, inkers, whatever. We cover it all on that show. It's a fun time. Join us there. Hit the comments, become a part of the show. And yeah, I will talk to you all later. Peace.